Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Saturday. I'm on the struggle bus. I'm not even going to try to fake this. I have not had enough sleep. I have a headache. My eyes hurt. I need about a gallon of coffee this morning. It's a thing. I stayed up watching 2 overtimes of hockey last night, but we won. And that makes it better, but I'm still struggling, dude. So I think what the plan is today is to just keep it kind of chill. I feel like Ghost of Tsushima might be a little bit too intense for me today. I don't think I have the mental capacity to be doing the hardest difficulty of Ghost of Tsushima, so we're just gonna do some Hades 2 stuff, dude. And it might not. I'm probably only gonna go to about lunchtime so I can try to rest up, because I'm just totally trashed. I stayed up till like 1:30 in the morning watching hockey and got up at 5. So it's I'm a little bit spent. We'll see how it goes though. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy Saturday, man. We got video gaming news for today, May 18th, and then we'll just play some Hades 2 today, man. Really enjoying Hades 2. I'm enjoying both games. Hades 2 is awesome. Ghost of Tsushima is progressing nicely. I'm really enjoying it. But we'll get back into Hades 2 excuse me. See, that's where my head's at. Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow. We'll play more Ghost of Tsushima tomorrow. Today's just going to be a Hades 2 day, okay? So, on that note, let's go ahead and do what we do, baby. Let's get into this video gaming news segment for today, May 18th. Let's go. Listen to that chip tunes from Stream Tunes today. Something a little bit different. After 22 years at Rockstar, former RDR and GTA lead seemingly turns to near future sci-fi in his new open world action game. We'll see what that is. I'm gonna stay away from I don't like IGN, dude. I'm not even gonna. I don't even like giving them clicks. So it looks like Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is reportedly set to launch on Game Pass. That's what we're taking away there. We might see it somewhere else. We'll definitely see it somewhere along the lines before it hits in November. So just know that it's not. It shouldn't be a surprise, really. I don't think at this point. You know, subscription service is their golden goose. And they own Activision now. So, I mean, let's be fair. It'll just probably be another Call of Duty anyways, right? So, who cares? Valve's next game may have just leaked. I think we talked a little bit about this yesterday, but let's pull this up and see if there's some new information there, okay? In Hollywood, video games are the new superheroes. Video games are Hollywood now. That's what this should read. Video games are more profitable than the box office is. So, video games have taken over the entertainment industry. It's not just the fact that in Hollywood, you know, video games are like the new superheroes or whatever. No. Video games have taken over the entertainment industry. It's the most lucrative piece of entertainment there is. You know, movies don't do it anymore the way, you know, I mean, it's not that they don't still turn a profit and revenue and stuff, but it's not the same way video games do. The amount of money being put into and poured into the video gaming industry, it's not this, you know, it's far exceeding the movies and TV show side of entertainment. Let's see if we have anything new here that we don't already have in our, we'll put that right there. We already have a list up of, oh, of course they didn't list it. Come on, man. No, there's nothing new here. Nothing new. What we need to find out is when PlayStation's showcase is going to hit. Because that should be somewhere within the next week to week and a half. Minecraft could be coming to Steam. Interesting. Yeah, here it is again. I think that people just need to know that if you're excited about the new Call of Duty game coming out, that it's going to be on Game Pass. It's supposed to be coming out in October. Plan on October or November. But your yearly Call of Duty game is supposed to be on Game Pass this year. There you go. PS Plus subscribers confused by another first-party game leaving soon. Let's see what this is. Starting to believe that Xbox just got lucky with Halo. Halo was the right game at the right time for Xbox. But they weren't able to hold on to the magic that Halo was to continue making that IP into something that had brought in such a huge fan base to continue to grow that fan base and keep that fan base for the long haul. They didn't know what to do with it. They didn't know what to do the right way anyways. So they lost a lot of fan base with it. It's actually sad to see, to be quite honest. I mean, I would say, yeah, there was a little bit of luck in there, too. Oh, yeah. What's up, Tinwin? Yeah. I'm glad you love it, dude. I'm glad you love it, yeah. That's awesome. It's a very good game. I mean, I haven't played the full release yet. I know Pinky's been playing it too, man. We'll have to get a little bit of some feedback from Pinky as well. I respect that notion, dude. Yeah, it's a very good game. I've really enjoyed my time that I spent in there. And again, I haven't been in there in, what, a year now? Something like that. So that was my only real downside to it, whenever I played, it just, you know, we've talked about it. But other than that, I really enjoyed it a lot as well. Yeah. Dracula's a menace? Good, he should be. Yeah, he should be. How about Richter? Was Richter good? Is Richter good in it? Dracula should be a menace. Dracula should be a quite a pain in the butt, dude. Yeah. No doubt. I'm glad. I'm glad. It's a very good game. I love that game. Game's awesome. Cool, man. I can't remember if I fought Adam. I don't think I did. Yeah. Yeah, I think I did fight. I think I did. No, man, I can't remember. I can't remember. I can't remember. No, I don't think I got that far. We got pretty far, but I don't think I got all the way through the all the content. So I don't think I got to him. Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we did fight him. I'm pretty sure we did fight him. Jesus, I might be mixing him up with a flipping Path of Exile guy too, though. I thought we did fight him. We'll have to ask True. We'll have to ask True. It seems like I did, but either way, I mean the game is really, really good. We'll have to talk to Pinky too and see what he says. I mean, it is a banger of a game, and I'm glad to see them doing so well with it. You know, aside from, you know, I know not everybody feels the way I feel about the whole. I do think that, as we've talked about, I think the best thing they can do is incorporate the whole utilizing resources out of your chests or containers as an option for server setup. You know what I mean? I think that's the best thing they could do. So if people want to play the game the way that the devs originally made it or whatever, then that's fine. They can do that. Or, you know, for the people that find it to be a bit trudgy, they can turn that on. I think that's the best way they could address that. You know, want to just make it an option for people. We talk about that all the time, right? I mean, developers, the best thing developers can do is give the game player as many, you know, options to an extent as possible, right? But I'm glad you loved it, dude. I'm glad. What are you playing next, dude? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that would work. That would work. That would at least be, you know, that would be something that would, absolutely. And you're talking about like, opens all the resources relevant to that crafting table. Are you talking about it opens the resources that you have available to you, or just opens a table that shows the resources that are just relevant? What are you talking about? Oh. Oh, yeah. I can understand that too. Yeah. There's a lot of resources in that game, man. That's why, I mean, whenever I play a game that doesn't incorporate that kind of mechanic, you know, where it doesn't auto-utilize resources out of containers and stuff, and it's not super resource heavy, I don't have as much of an issue with it. It still doesn't feel really good to me. I'm one of those people that I like to have that as in my survival resource base building games, resource gathering base building games. You know, I think it's a great quality of life thing, you know. But especially in a very, very resource heavy game like V Rising, it seems like a necessity to me, just personally. Right, yeah, see, that would be perfect. That would absolutely be great right there. Yeah, I think that would be fantastic. Yeah. I don't know. And I think maybe, you know, to appease the developers' need for the, you know, them to still want you to play the sorting of and not just going willy-nilly with putting loot everywhere. It's like only containers within a kind of relative proximity to each crafting station can be utilized in that fashion or something. I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay with that. It doesn't have to be it checks every chest within your entire castle, you know, or whatever. If they want to narrow it down a little bit, you know. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there are a lot of different ways I feel like they could do it to still make it a bit more of a sorting type of mini game that they were talking about in that trailer that I think would work absolutely much better than the just not having anything at all, right? Yeah. I'm glad you love it, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. The game's it's really good. Yeah, it is a really good game. It's good to see you, buddy. Happy Saturday, man. What are you playing next? Ah. Oh, cool. Okay, right on. Solid. You have anything coming up you're anticipating other than Shadow of the Erd Tree? Because I know you're looking forward to that. Oh, Reuse 2. Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you think about that one, dude. Yeah, cool. Nice. Awesome. Talked about this yesterday. There's a Lego Horizon video game in the works between Lego and Lego and Sony right now. That's where my head's at, dude. My head space is jacked. I did not sleep enough last night. Stellar Blade announcement teased. Get ready. Let's see what this is. That'll be for Soup, for our dude Soup. Ooh, Marvel Rivals leak is good news for PS5 and Xbox gamers. Looks like it's coming not only to PC, as we kind of assumed, it is coming to console as well, but the original announcement was only for PC. This game looks good early, but again, it's NetEase, so I think that we have to be careful here about what to expect, you know? Gaming Bible is clickbait. Yeah, we read about this yesterday as well. Apparently, there is a Total War Star Wars game in development. Creative Assembly, you know, they've had quite a tumultuous past year or two. It's been a bit of a rough ride for them, and it's rightfully so. I mean, they didn't do great by their consumers. There was some stuff that went on that really got some of their, like, Total War Warhammer got review bombed because of some things they did. And I think really what it came down to, had they just been upfront about what was going on before they implemented some of the things they were doing and let the community know, their fan base know what was happening, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. The backlash would not have been there, really. But this was the decision they made, and they just dropped some stuff out of nowhere on people, and they got a lot of flack for it, as they should have. And I think it was a very tough lesson learned for them. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens with Creative Assembly and a Total War Star Wars game stuff. We'll see what happens. But we did read about that yesterday, so I'm not going to dive into it too deep. You know, just know that that's something that is apparently in development right now by Creative Assembly. Epic Game Store tease hints at next free mystery game. We'll see what that is. You know, right now you can get Dragon's Age Inquisition Game of the Year edition, which has all the DLC and everything for free, man, until May 23rd. So don't forget to grab that if you're interested. Okay. Wait, what? More Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door pre-orders have been unexpectedly canceled. That's weird. I wonder what's going on there. May 21st will be a super busy day for PS Plus Extra and Premium. See what they got happening here too. Don't we already have a PS Plus thing up? Yeah, let's go put that right there. Yep, new Call of Duty game hitting Game Pass on release, it looks like. If you didn't hear me say that before, get ready for the yearly Call of Duty. Cappy, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, it is so good to be back, yo. I am very tired today, though. I've been trying to recover from my trip. It was a lot of travel. It was very exhausting. And I've been trying to recover. And then last night, I ended up staying up really, really, really late, watching 2 overtimes of hockey and watching my team beat out the Avalanche, which was awesome. But I am really tired today. I am on the struggle bus, man. Yeah. So, yeah, it's so good to be back. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's good to see you. How have you been? How was your past week and a half? Redfall's final update, and like anybody was actually looking forward to that anyways. Same as usual. So awesome. Getting a bit hot there. Yeah, it's getting a little bit hot here too. Yeah. So sweaty. Yeah. Yeah. It's getting a little bit hot here as well. It doesn't really get, I mean, honestly, the climate here is pretty mild compared to a lot of other places I've lived, so forehead is sticky. Yo, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. That sucks. Yeah. I know those vibes, though. I know those vibes. You just stay cool, yo. Keep being that cool Cappy you are, man. We're really jamming out to like the video game-esque music today. It feels good. I like it. Oh. EA to lay off more than 600 more employees or 5% of their workforce and scrapping their first-person Star Wars shooter. Okay. That's going to put us before we even hit halfway, before we even hit 5 months of this year, we're going to be hitting the total, basically the total, roughly, give or take a little bit, total layoffs that we had in the entirety of last year. In last year, 2023, that was like so astronomically bad with layoffs in the video gaming industry. We're gonna be at that now. We looked at this yesterday, so I'm not gonna dive into this. The Undisputed trailer and stuff, we looked at that. I'm just glad there's a sports game not being made by EA, to be honest. I gotta touch my forehead. Can you hear the swoop? Yeah. Nice. Embrace the sweatiness, I guess. I don't know what else you can do, really. Unless you make yourself like a nice little, like... Have you ever seen the AC units that people have made out of, like, you can take like a styrofoam cooler or you know, something, and you basically like cut a hole in it, put a fan on the top of it, like one of those just circular fans, and you like cut the hole to where the fan just sits on the top, and then you put dry ice in the bottom of it, and it just like blows cold everywhere. But you'd have to be careful doing that, you know what I mean? You do something like that. There's a lot of cool like life hack single room AC things you can make if you look it up on Google. Some Xbox games possibly coming to PS5 in holiday of this year. I mean, is that a big... I mean, thanks, Captain Obvious. I mean, come on, man. Don't even know where you get dry ice from. It's relatively easy to get a hold of, actually. You would just do a search in your area for where to get dry ice. It's not a hard thing to get a hold of. A lot of places carry it. Yeah. At least they used to. But again, it's one of those things you got to be careful with. Dry ices. Ghost of Tsushima is currently PlayStation's 4th biggest Steam launch already. Which we're playing right now, but I'm not playing today because I'm just too flippin' brain shot to be playing the hardest difficulty. That game is incredibly difficult. And we're playing on lethal difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty. And you just get 1 and 2 shot all the time. They got to sell and dry ice at the local supermarket. You're Kappa-ing me? I mean, honestly, they used to just like have dry ice, you know, where I was from. They would have it in just small quantities. It wasn't like you could buy just mass amounts of it and stuff, but it was like places like that. You could just get dry ice, dude. Yeah. I don't know anymore. It's been a while. It's been a while. So we'll get back to Ghost of Tsushima play tomorrow. We're just going to do Hades 2 today. Yeah, we kind of talked about this yesterday as well. Final Fantasy game set to arrive on Switch and Xbox as Square Enix drops the PlayStation exclusivity. Good luck getting those Final Fantasy games on the Switch. Maybe the next Switch, but not this Switch. Yeah, that could be a thing. Yeah. Like I said, just do some Google searches. You'll find it. If you can get a hold of it, you'll find out where to get it. I don't think dry ice is probably the only thing you can use, though, you know, to make a nice little small kind of life hack AC unit or whatever, you know. All right, let's stick with these before we play some Hades 2. EA. Oh, EA. You guys know, my favorite. Brother, can we get rid of this gigantic flippin' header? What is this? God dang. What a massive header. That'll work. Let's stick right there. Pinky's got you. Pinky's got you, Cappy. See? He'll be over there here in a little bit. Apparently it just they've got like, yeah, exactly, 10 win. Apparently Pinky's got dry ice trees He'll just bring you a couple of those, like, seeds to plant. Well, no, what I try to do is I try to get it to where if I'm gonna like clip these out or whatever, it's so sometimes I'll take these articles and I will well, for one, I want it to be able to be readable by you guys, and at the same time, sometimes what I'll do is if these articles are pertinent enough, if they're good enough for me to take into individual articles for the YouTube channel, then what I do is I clip these out as highlights, then I export them to YouTube, and then I put them on YouTube as individual news segments, news videos for the video gaming stuff. And so I want it to be, especially with the titles, I want the titles to look as big and kind of poppy as possible, you know what I mean? So that's why I'll zoom in most of the time, you know? It's not because I can't read it. I can read it just fine. But I want it to, I always look at OBS and try to line it up and make it look good, you know, and get it big and bold. Yeah, Timon. Yeah, Dragon Day. I was just talking about it just a second ago. Yeah, it's free on Epic right now. Dragon's Age Inquisition. And yeah, so I think that is probably pretty good thought there, buddy, that they're trying to get people psyched up about Dreadwolf, you know. We'll see what comes. I mean, you know how I feel about this whole situation. I'm not I'm not going to be expecting a lot out of that game. You know what I mean? I hope it's good, but I'm not going to be expecting a whole lot. So, we'll see what comes from it. But I think it's what we've seen so far is it's got kind of a futuristic medieval premise to it, or setting to it, is I think the play, and we'll see how that works out for them. But I mean, just the setting alone is not going to tell the tale of what makes that game good or not, and we'll see what they do with it. You know, it's that's what I was talking about with Ferret yesterday. I was like, do you know if through Epic you have to play it through EA Play or not? And he was like, probably, and I was like, yeah, probably. Yeah, I think that the Dragon's Age, Red, is it? Let's see. This is what I had read before. I thought, isn't there a trailer? Hold on. Not like a big one or anything, but let's see what I can find here. Let's watch this real quick. Hold on. Let's watch this real quick. See what this shows us.
We fight.
It wasn't like
everyone,
futuristic.
and we always will.
Yeah. I mean, it's fantasy, but it's more. It's got more of a than just straight medieval. Like it's more fantasy, obviously. But the premise that I remember seeing was that it had more of a futuristic vibe than some of the previous entries did or something. I don't know, but I could be misremembering too. It's obviously more fantasy than anything. It's fantasy medieval, but
of my reign.
God dang it. Yeah, that's not gonna show us. Hold on. It is. They are saying that. Where was that? See if I can find something else real quick. There was something, dude. I thought it was this game. There was something we had seen where it almost made it feel like it was a bit more futuristic than the previous entries had been. Not like, I'm not talking about like Dragon's Age went to space or anything. Just it had a bit more of that vibe. But I can't remember where I saw that now. It's obviously going to be like fantasy, medieval stuff and everything. But if I ever find it again, I'll try to send it to you, Tinwin. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Oh, for real? Yeah. I think I think Avowed will be good. It's Obsidian. Obsidian does great stuff, you know. So Obsidian does great stuff. It's just not gonna be the Avowed that I wanted, you know. I don't think it's gonna be good enough for Pillars fans. That's my problem. I don't think it's gonna be good for Pillars fans. That's where I think the problem's gonna come in. I think most Pillar fans, it's not gonna be deep enough. I think it's going to be too shallow. But I could be wrong. It's just everything I've seen for it right now makes it feel and look like it's not going to be deep enough for Pillars fans. For what we want out of another game coming in, you know, out of the world of Aora. I just don't. I don't see it. I don't see it. I could totally be wrong. But I'm just, for all the information I have right now, I don't see it, dude. I just don't. You know? The transport is using dry ice to keep the stuff in cold. Truck the restart rush. Close the markets. What are you guys talking about? Go look somewhere when the cold stuff arrives to restock meat, whatever, and the coolers it arrives in are low. Yeah, that's what I thought, dude. Yeah, that's where they usually just give you bricks of it. Yeah, that's where I thought we could usually, like, whenever I was growing up, you could just go buy like dry ice from the supermarkets, like grocery stores and stuff. You know what I mean? They would just like keep it, and if you needed some, you could buy it from them. But again, rules and regulations for that, because it can be, you know, a fairly rough substance to deal with if you don't know what you're doing. So there might be different rules and regulations about it. I don't think Elden Ring is the first game to ever do, you know, a combat action game in a deep manner necessarily. I'm just saying, I think we've talked about this, right? So I'll get into this article in a second. But when we're talking about like how we can already, I mean, it's a great example. Don't get me wrong, but you know, there have been great examples of games previously that have done it as well. I think when you're talking about a game in that type of genre, and you know, I know you're hopeful. I'm hopeful that Avowed will be good too. I mean, but when you're talking about how relegated, you know, you are and constrained you are to only being able to select from when people are used to playing Pillars, right? You're used to playing Pillars, and then you get put into this world of Avowed, and you're pretty constrained on like races and, you know, for character creation and stuff like that. That already feels kind of weird. And I know that part of it's because they're like, well, we want a story to be a certain way or whatever. That also feels kind of weird. You know, I think that's where I'm like, oh man, it feels like they're really, really making this more of a tighter narrative kind of thing that they want you to, you know. And it's like the other thing is, well, is it more of a problem, or is it more of them, is it just them being lazy? I mean, here's the thing, dude. Again, I think with Avowed and being set in that world, and what you have to understand from Obsidian, with people wanting a game coming out of the Pillars universe, there's going to be expectations, right? So I don't think that it's even, I don't know. And then you're talking about also the other things that I've heard is like, you can't miss things in the game. You know, there are things, you know, a lot of the stuff in the game you can't miss. They're going to take you through and make sure that you can't miss things in the game. I just, you know, that kind of thing is it's weird for me coming out of from a game set in the same universe as Pillars. You know, for what, and I get it. It's not a CRPG. I understand that, you know. But I think what a lot of us were hoping was for that Pillars-esque experience in that, you know, more of a first-person kind of setting, you know? And it doesn't seem like that's what we're getting. And that's where I think, I'm just saying that I still think the game will be good, but I think there are going to be a lot of traditional Pillars of Eternity fans that are going to be disappointed in what we get out of that game. Because it won't be like Pillars in, I think, many, many aspects. You know what I mean? Obsidian's good at what they do. I think the game will be good, but it's just not going to be Pillars, you know? So, my expectations are very hindered, I think, you know? Very hindered for what to expect out of it. And if it's very, very good, then awesome, dude. You know, at least I won't be disappointed by it coming out and not hitting my expectations, with my expectations being too high, you know? I mean, I know you love Pillars the way I love Pillars, dude. You know, you love Pillars probably more than I do, right? And so it's, I think it's just one of those things where I'm trying to be very cautious here about what to expect out of Avowed when, you know, I love the Pillars games so much. I'm just trying to be cautious and not let myself get crushed by it not meeting those expectations, I guess. Yeah. So we'll see. Let's dive in here, guys. We're still talking about Dry Eyes. The U.S. has some advanced trucks, still throwing cool bricks and trucks era over here. Brother, that's funny. Oh, God, that's funny, dog. Jesus Christ. How have the Hades runs gone, Pinky? Oh, and by the way, dude, weren't you playing some V Rising, bro? How's your experience been on the full release? All right, here we go. EA to lay off more than 600 employees or 5% of the workforce scraps Star Wars first-person shooter game. EA is laying off 5% of their workforce, making it the latest video game company to enact staffing reductions in the first quarter of the year. In its most recent annual SEC filing, The Sims and Madden maker EA reported it employed 13,400 workers, meaning the layoffs will affect approximately 670 jobs. Along with these layoffs, EA is scrapping development of certain titles, including a Star Wars first-person shooter game in the early stages of development at Respawn. We already knew that this was getting scrapped. They had already talked about this. So this is not necessarily brand new news. We heard about this about a month ago. Because we'll also be impacting work at Battlefield Studios and EA's mobile games. Quote, as a company, here we go. Here's the default. Okay, get ready for it. The same thing we hear from every company every time they fire people. As a company full of creators and storytellers, we believe in the value of teams innovating together and continue to learn and adopt new ways of collaborating to grow and serve our global communities. EA CEO Andrew Wilson wrote in a memo Wednesday, given how and where we are working, we are continuing to optimize our global real estate footprint to best support our business. They just sound like robots, dude. That's why I can't help but read it like that. It's the same thing every single time, dude. Shut up. No, we don't want to watch this. Shut up. Shut up. No. We have some of the, yeah, I've seen those too, Cappy. Yeah. He continued, we're also sunsetting games and moving away from development of future licensed IPs that we do not believe will be successful in our changing industry. This greater focus allows us to drive creativity, accelerate innovation, and double down on our biggest opportunities, including our owned IP, sports, and massive online communities to deliver the entertainment players want today and tomorrow. Lastly, we are streamlining our community. I said, what the crap? Streamline our company operations to deliver deeper, more connected experiences for fans everywhere that build community, shape culture, and grow fandom. Yeah, right, bro. Shut up. Brother, it won't stop playing. Insane. Wilson notes that not every team will be impacted across EA, and leadership has deeply considered every option to try and limit impacts to the divisions. EA has already begun notifying impacted employees as of Wednesday, and Wilson says that phase will be largely completed by early next quarter. EA's layoffs announcement follow cuts at fellow video game companies including Sony, Microsoft, Riot, and Epic. You can read the full letter here. It's going to be a whole bunch of bull crap about how much they love everybody that works there, and how much they wish this didn't have to happen, and how much they want to continue supporting everybody. It's a load of crap. That's what it is. But you can read it if you want. So, there we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at this real quick. yeah, Cabby. Yeah, you're right. So, the game industry layoffs, the new EA layoffs, have they put them in yet? They haven't. So right now we're at 9,700. Last year we hit 10,500. You can see right here. 2023 was at 10,500 total for the entirety of the calendar year. This year, with the, almost 700 that we're getting out of EA now, which has not been included in this list, we'll be hitting that mark. Because we got some question marks here too. NCSoft, Bethesda, Day One, those have not been entered because they're not definitive numbers yet. We're definitely already 5 months into this year. Not even 5 months yet. 4.5 months in. We are already eclipsing the total number of layoffs we had in the entirety of last year. And last year was mind-blowing for people. how many layoffs there were. Again, I always want to see how many hirings we're having as well. That's a number that doesn't get reported. I would like to see how many hirings we're having too, to see how much of this is being offset, you know? But it's a bad look, man. No doubt. The best-selling video game of all time could finally be coming to Steam. What are we talking about? Oh, yeah, Minecraft. Yeah, so Minecraft, the best-selling video game ever, may be coming to Steam after Game Pass hints in the 500 Minecoin perk. Players celebrate Minecraft's 15th anniversary with free items, including character creator items and Minecoins. Steam's features like Steam Workshop could benefit Minecraft players if the game ever comes to the platform. In what was likely an error, the 500 Minecoin perk listed Steam as a platform in its description. The disclaimer text showed requires Minecraft Bedrock Edition with Minecraft Marketplace. However, it has since been changed to remove the mention of Steam. Minecraft had its own spin-off titles on Steam before, like Minecraft Dungeon and Minecraft Legends. Minecraft Dungeon ended support last year, as did the other Minecraft spin-off, Minecraft Legends, earlier this year. Game Pass Ultimate perk mentions Steam in its description. Minecraft, one of the few major Xbox titles that is not available on Steam, the largest PC platform in the world. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know. Is that a telltale sign that maybe Minecraft is coming to Steam? In this time where Xbox and Microsoft is releasing so many of their games on so many different platforms now, I could see it happening. And maybe they're prepping for that. Maybe that's what this is. It would be weird to see that as just like some clerical error that Steam was added in there on accident. Oh yeah, we don't have this on Steam. What? Maybe it is a foretelling of what's to come here for Minecraft coming to Steam. PlayStation Plus subscribers confused by another first-party game leaving soon. What do we have? PS Plus subscribers are scratching their heads wondering why PlayStation subscription service is booting out another first-party game soon. None other than Horizon Zero Dawn. Yeah, why? PS Plus subscribers first caught wind of the game leaving the service within the past few weeks when a notice within the PlayStation Store hinted that the game's departure would happen in May. And now PlayStation has confirmed. You have until May 21st to play Horizon Zero Dawn. When people first noticed that the PS Plus game would be leaving the service prior to PlayStation outright confirming it, first thought was that it might be getting removed to make way for a potential remaster or remake in the future. PlayStation does seem to like putting out new versions of its first-party games in quick succession, with Director's Cuts editions for Ghost of Tsushima and Death Stranding being two examples, as well as Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered. And considering how successful the Horizon series has been thus far, wouldn't be surprising to see the original Horizon Zero Dawn be brought back in some form or fashion. Yeah, 7 years now? Could be. We'll see what happens, but it is leaving. If you wanted to play Horizon Zero Dawn and you're a PS Plus subscriber, you need to get in there and play it before. You've got like 4 days left. Yeah, May 21st is probably what they're talking about here as well. 10 games are coming to PS Plus Extra. 3 games are coming to PS Plus Premium on May 21st. And 34 games are leaving, including Final Fantasy titles and Horizon Zero Dawn. Let's get the list here. Coming May 21st, Cat Quest 2, Crime Boss Rockay City, Deceive Incorporated, Red Dead Redemption 2, Stranded, Alien Dawn, the Lego Movie 2 video game, The Settlers' New Allies, The Sims 4 City Living Expansion Pack, and Watch Dogs. PS Plus Premium games coming on May 21st are going to be 2 Extreme, G-Police, and Worms Pinball. Extra games leaving on May 21st, Absolver Downfall, Abzu, Adrift, Ashen, Darksiders Genesis, Darksiders War Mastered Edition, Darksiders 2 Definitive Edition, Darksiders 3, Alex, Alex2, FF7, FF8 Remastered, FF9, FF10, and 10.2 HD Remaster, FF12, FF15, Horizon Zero Dawn, How to Survive 2, Jotun, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning, I Am Dead, Last Stop Minute, Monster Jam Steel Titans 2, MX vs. ATV Legends, My Friend Pedro, Observation, Sundered, The Artful Escape, The Messenger, This is the Police 2, Wreckfest, and World of Final Fantasy. So those are all the games coming to and leaving PS Plus. All right, if you need that list, here you go. We have a Stellar Blade announcement teased. Get ready. Stellar Blade hasn't even been out for a month now, but already developer ShiftUp is telling its fans to get ready for something coming next week. A teaser shared this week has Stellar Blade players wondering what that something might be, with players already compiling their wish lists full of things like a photo mode. All those thirsty 13-year-olds playing Stellar Blade need that photo mode, dude. Yeah, man. A boss rush mode or something else based on the assumption that the announcement will be related to an update. Could very well be something else entirely, but Stellar Blade players won't know for sure until next week. The image below was shared by Stellar Blade on Twitter account. Their Twitter account this week was deemed important enough that developer ShiftUp pinned it to the Stellar Blade account for all to see. The image appears to depict one of the Naitiba creatures that players fight throughout the game as Eve, though the image lacks context outside of ShiftUp telling players to keep an eye on next week for news. Alright, well, we'll see what comes of this next week. Apparently there's something coming from ShiftUp for Stellar Blade next week. Hold on. Alright. Marvel Rivals leak is good news. Here we go again, this flipping website. The header is insanely huge, dude. Why? Why is this header so flipping big on this website? It's crazy. Marvel Rivals leak is good news for PS5 and Xbox gamers. Have you guys all seen the trailer for Marvel Rivals? I'll pull it up real quick. How about that? Is there anything new for it? Jesus. Yeah, we'll just go with this, I guess. So this is the announcement trailer, okay? Excuse me. For Marvel Rivals. Then I'll read this article. If you haven't seen this yet, obviously NetEase, right?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Think Overwatch, but Marvel characters.
Pick your hero.
And honestly, it looks pretty good.
Get ready. Go.
But it is NetEase. Bop. Get flipping wrecked.
I hope Friday got that on video. I'm opening a portal. Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Be strong together.
Join together! Drown them! I'm everywhere.
Loki, let's go, dude.
I got you! Behold, Dark Child!
I really like this whole thing. Where like certain characters can like team up together and stuff for more powerful attacks. I think that's pretty neat. And I'm sorry, but if they put Thor in this game and Thor and Hulk don't have some kind of team up, dude, that is a missed opportunity.
You're the winner. Next team.
Again, it's NetEase, I know. According to Con, you aren't allowed to say anything negative about Marvel Rival. Nah, dude, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm not sure exactly. Unless I just forgot. I'll read this. Let me know what you're talking about, dude, and I'll address it, yeah. So Marvel Rivals leak is good news. Oh, no, I didn't hear about that. No. No, are you serious? Oh, my God. I mean, dude, that's just as bad. That's just as bad as Suicide Squad not even giving, like, review copies of the game to review sites. You know what I mean? Yo, no way, dude. What? Yeah, I don't think I saw this, dude. Dog, this is one of those reasons that, like, you know, I'll always have a hard time getting sponsors as far as the video gaming industry is concerned. Because I just always tell it how it is for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't sugarcoat anything. I always try to give a very, very true representation of what my experience has been in a game, you know, with the good and the bad. And I'll always be that way. Always. And I think this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Let's read this. Yo, thanks, dude. Thank you, Tinwin. Yeah, we'll read that. Let's read this first, and then we'll read this nonsense as well. Wow. Marvel's Rivals leak is good news for PS5 and Xbox gamers. A new Marvel Rivals leak hints at a console release alongside the confirmed PC launch, offering the potential for wide platform availability. Fans are hopeful for a PS5 and Xbox release as NetEase openly explores multi-platform release possibilities. Rumor seeker Dreams Gaming claimed to have found hidden code in Marvel Rivals website suggesting the game's availability on consoles. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the most you need to take away from this. They start talking about the game itself, destructible environment, the characters, stuff like that. But this is really what you're supposed to be taking away here, is that this is quite potentially coming to console as well as PC. This is what people have been looking for a while. And I think this was to be expected. Obviously, a game like this being on more platforms is going to be more lucrative. And it was to be expected in this, you know, for a game like this. But, you know, it was originally only planned or officially stated it was going to be on PC. And people had been waiting to see whether it was going to be on console as well. So this isn't official. This is a grain of salt situation. Somebody found some info that suggests this is going to be on console as well, but this is not official yet. So grain of salt here, okay? Yeah, we talked about it yesterday, dude. We talked about it yesterday in our news segment, Pinky. Hold on. New Deadlock game, mix of Overwatch, Dota, all this stuff. This is the this is what we. There you go. Yeah, this is what we covered yesterday in our news segment, buddy. Yep, thanks, appreciate it. That's what we covered yesterday. And as you know, it's fairly bleak on details right now, but as we continue to get more, we'll continue to cover it. Yeah. But if you want to see what we found yesterday or covered yesterday, then that's it right there for what you're talking about. But yeah, I appreciate you making sure we were aware. So, thanks Timwin for this. This is quite funny right here. NetEase reportedly punishes content creators for criticizing Marvel Rivals. Content creators who were offered Marvel Rivals codes say the contract bans them from sharing negative reviews. Oh my god. Content creators share the contract they were asked to share for access to Marvel Rivals, banning them from providing negative reviews. The contract was already enforced, banning podcast hosts from the creator program. At least one of these bans has since been reversed, and the Marvel Rivals team says it will revise the contract. Content creators who were offered access to Marvel Rivals were reportedly made to sign a contract forbidding them from making subjective negative reviews of the game. The contract also says that the creator cannot engage in discussions that are detrimental to the reputation of the game or compare it to its competitors. Jesus Christ. You've got to be kidding me. Further still, it's claimed that publisher NetEase has already enforced the terms of the contract, kicking someone from the creator program for appearing on a podcast in which negative comments about Marvel Rivals were made. Podcast co-host says they were preemptively banned too, before they even signed the contract. Excuse me. A section of the contract was initially shared by former professional Overwatch player Brandon Larned, also known as Siegel. He commented that he was extremely disappointed with the move and noted that many would have signed the contract without reading it. Industry insider Miller Ross followed up by claiming that NetEase was already enforcing this contract, recently appeared on the After Show podcast in which he and a co-host, Set Out the Gamer, critiqued Marvel Rivals. During the podcast, Ross tells the other co-host, Jay Shockblast, to leave before they started talking about the game and the controversy, as he had signed the contract. This was not enough, and Ross had since shared that Jay was kicked out of the program. Sadat, who claims to have been preemptively banned for having Ross on the show in the first place, went into further detail about the contract on the podcast. Here he says that other sections are worse and pretty egregious. Sadat also adds that the creators aren't being paid, making the stipulation that they don't criticize the game even more unexpected. Just moments ago, however, Sadat said that he had been unbanned from the program. He shares a statement from the Marvel Rivals team in which they state that they will revise the contract, which it describes as inappropriate and misleading. The gamer has reached out to NetEase for comment. Jesus, dude. I mean, here's the thing. You know what's so sad? Look at this statement. Game can't be bad if no one's complaining, right, Pinky? Yeah. This is the worst thing I took out of this. Look at this. Sadat also adds that the creators aren't even being paid, making this stipulation that they don't criticize the game even more unexpected. That right there tells you how many content creators are getting paid off to review games well. It's in their contract. It's in their contracts to only say good things about games. You know how terribly disgusting that is? How gross is that? These people that have these platforms that have hundreds of thousands, millions of viewers, you know what I mean? That sell out, dude. They're like, oh yeah, pay me the money and I will give an unfair critique of a game so that other people buy it on a skewed review, me basically selling my soul. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. It's so bad. I mean, we all know this has been happening for a long time, right? I mean, whether it be individual content creators or it be review sites or whatever. I mean, like, dude, come on. Like IGN's been terrible forever. They review games all the time that they're like 10 out of 10, and it literally reviews by users as like a 5. It happens all the time with IGN. They're terrible. You know, like, there are a ton of review sites that get paid off by companies. We know it's been happening with content creators too, but This is so bad for us. For people to just get paid off for good reviews. It's the worst flipping thing, dude. It's so gross. And this is what's so funny is this didn't even need to be stated. You know what I mean? But this individual outright just blatantly says it. These people weren't even on contract getting paid and they can't say anything bad. Normally they pay you to not say anything bad. You know what I mean? Get wrecked, dude. Jesus Christ. How gross, man. Yo, Timwin, thanks, buddy. Epic Game Store tease hints at next free mystery game. Let's see what this is. Bilbocoon. Pretty good leaker. Pretty good information. Insurmountable will be the next free mystery game. Apparently. Not official. Grain of salt. Adventure roguelike, permadeath, insurmountable. Okay, so that's what we can expect next from Epic. Alright. More Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door pre-orders have been unexpectedly canceled. Again, on Epic right now, it's Dragon Age Inquisition. And then, as of the morning of May 23rd, this will no longer be available. And apparently, Insurmountable will be the next game that's available for free, okay? So, roughly 5 days and 2 hours from now. Let's see what's going on here. Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door pre-orders have been unexpectedly canceled. Might want to check your pre-order. Switch owners who have a copy of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door pre-ordered might want to check on their orders to make sure that that's the case after more people have come forward to say that their pre-orders were canceled. Walmart is the latest retailer to cancel pre-orders for the game seemingly at the request of Nintendo, with multiple users getting messages from the company suggesting they come into brick-and-mortar Walmart locations to get the game on release if they still want it. This only applies to physical pre-orders, of course, with digital pre-orders safe ahead of the game's May 23rd release date. So, after Wario64 was getting a bunch of notifications from individual people talking about the cancellations, the correspondence from Walmart indicated that Nintendo only wants copies of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door for the Switch to be sold in stores. At least as far as Walmart is concerned. What? We know you were looking forward to purchasing Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door for Switch. Walmart's message began, at this time, Nintendo will only be offering this item in stores. What? While your pre-order was canceled, we expect to have this item in store on its release day, May 23rd. Hope you can stop in. What's strange about this cancellation is it's happening elsewhere at some retailers. Others are moving forward with shipping out physical pre-orders of Paper Mario the 1,000-Year Door without issue. Same thing happened with Amazon, where the game topped charts with people saying that they'd been notified their copies of the game had been canceled, with other Switch games affected as well. What? Why would they do that? I don't understand. Why would Nintendo even say that? Now, that wasn't a direct quote from Nintendo. That's what Walmart is saying Nintendo was saying to them. That seems really weird though. Valve's next game may have just leaked. Oh, dude, I brought it back up again today. Here it is, dude. Yo. Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. We talked about this yesterday. I must have grabbed it again today. I literally just put the one we talked about yesterday was from comicbook.com, but Valve does have a new game in the works, okay? Known as Deadlock, apparently. And it appears to be a multiplayer hero shooter combining elements of Overwatch, Valorant, Dota 2, a lot of different games. I've even Team Fortress, I think, was some of the stuff that had been talked about being in there as well. There's not much about this yet. Since testers started sharing deadlock screenshots all over the place, here's ones I can verify featuring one of the heroes called Grey Talon. So there's this. It's Grey Talon. Pinky, you're stoked, aren't you, bruh? You can see the map right here too, right? You got your lanes. So it's got a bit of that MOBA feel to it. Yeah, see lanes. There are 4 lanes, each with a transit line that players can ride to move quick. Yeah, what we'd heard too was like it has these below my level for me. Yeah, I'm not real big into them either, but I don't know. Valve usually does a really good job with their games, so I don't know. It might be worth trying out and just see how it feels. You know what I mean? Throw me on your shoulders, you know? Throw me on those crocheted shoulders, brother. Let's go. You got the cake to carry, you know? So, there he is. What's up, Sight?
That's what she said.
What's up, dude? Yeah, bro.
Or he said.
That's right, brother. That's right. What's up, man? Happy Saturday, dude. I'm so tired, bro. I didn't go to bed till the game was over. So I haven't had a whole lot of sleep. I'm like delirious, dog. Totally worth it, but brother, I'm on the struggle bus today. I'm not even playing Ghost of Tsushima. There's no way. I don't have the mental capacity for it. Playing on the hardest difficulty, dude. There's no way. I'm gonna just do some Hades 2 runs. I don't even know if I'll do a full stream. I'm flipping struggling. My head hurts, dude. My eyes hurt. I didn't get enough sleep, bro. But it was totally worth. It was totally worth, dude. Yeah. That was a great game. It was such a good game. And the goalie play was insane. What time is it for me now? It's 7:45 in the morning, dude. Yeah. So I went to bed. I went to sleep at like 1:30 in the morning and got up at 5. Yeah. 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 And we've got a little bit of a sickness running around the house right now. My son's laid up with a fever and everything, you know. Oh, yo, sick, Pinky. Yeah, nice, dude, nice. Yeah, it's fun so far, dude. And I like the dude. I was saying this. I like the lethal difficulty. I like the lethal difficulty. I'll rage about it because whenever you get hit, you get slaughtered. But it feels more realistic, I think. You know, if you're killing enemies in 1 to 2 hits, then you getting killed in 1 to 2 hits feels more realistic. I like it. I just got to get better at the game. Oh, you beat Kronos? Nice, dude. Congratulations, brother. Awesome. Yeah, I'm just going to do a few Hades 2 runs today and probably call it a day to try to rest up and help take care of the family and stuff. But we'll get some gaming in. But I don't have the mental capacity today to be doing Ghost of Tsushima, dude. Not with that difficulty. No way. So who are we going to face now? Who are the stars going to play now, dude? I think it's going to be Vancouver. I do think it'll be Vancouver. A 3-head kind of day to the fullest, dog. 3-head is maxed out. No doubt. Yeah. I'm super delirious, dog. I can't even think straight. I'm surprised I can even read anything. Constellations are aligning for the Oilers to choke. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, how about the flipping? I mean, the Canucks are scary, dude. Can I just say that? They have been all year. And out of nowhere, dude. Like Vancouver? Brother. What? They're scary. Did you see the goalie play last night? Did you see the game at all? Did you see any of the game? Bro, the 1-1 and 2 overtimes. The goalie play last night was insane. The goalie play last night was insane. Both sides. So good, dude. So good. Both sides. Could have gone either way. It was an incredible game. An incredible game. It really was. So yeah, I knew that you were probably not getting to see it because of that. Yeah. I figured, but I just didn't know if you saw any of it at all. You know, maybe highlights or anything like that. You watched some replays? Yeah. So I didn't know if you saw any on replays and stuff yet. It was a good game, brother. I was laying in bed watching it, sweating, boy. I was sweating. I was like, please don't push this to game 7. Let's finish this out right now, dude. You know? Oh, and dude, they took away that overtime goal by Marshmit. Oh, brother, that felt bad. That felt like that should have been a goal to me, and probably because I'm biased, but healthy sleep schedule is just an idea. Yeah, I gotta get better at that recharging game like you, dude. But yeah, this is the lanes and everything. Explains so much. So I don't know. We'll see what comes of this, but this is Valve's new game they're working on, and we talked about it yesterday. City map seems reminiscent of Half-Life 2. Character named Grey Talon. Showing the character's weapon and ability icons. Yeah, it's like a combination of Dota, TF2, Overwatch, Valorant, Smite, Orcs Must Die is like what we've been hearing. So there's not a lot of official details on this yet. It's just kind of leaked info, but this is kind of what we talked about yesterday, and that's just a quick little look if you didn't see it yesterday, okay? That's the stuffs. And finally, before we do some Hades 2 runs to finish up the news segment, man, after 22 years at Rockstar, former Red Dead Redemption and GTA lead seemingly turns to near-future sci-fi in his new open-world action game. A Better Paradise might just be the start of Dan Houser's new game. Rockstar co-founder and veteran Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto lead Dan Houser seems to be working on a lot of things at his new studio, Absurd Ventures. One of them is a new sci-fi IP that might just be the setting of the big open-world action game that just got outed in a job listing. In 2023, Absurd Ventures made his formal debut as a studio dedicated to building a new IP focused on strong narratives, and while video games were mentioned as a possibility for the studio, it wasn't clear how thoroughly gaming would tie into the whole endeavor. In fact, the studio's first announced projects were a graphic novel and a podcast series. Earlier this week, a job listing confirmed that an open-world action-adventure game is in the works at the studio. Now, it seems likely the podcast series is a lead-in to the video game. The 12-episode audio drama titled A Better Paradise Volume 1 and Aftermath is set to launch on June 10th and is described as a press release as the first story in an expansive new universe created and written by Houser. Another veteran GTA writer, Laszlo Jones, is also on the project. Houser, Laszlo, and Absurd Ventures team are in various stages of development on multiple projects set in the A Better Paradise universe. The press release continues, including additional audio fiction seasons, as well as television and video game titles. There's no proper confirmation that the open world game outed in the job listing is the video game title alluded to here, but it sure seems likely. Set in the near future, the official plot description reads, A Better Paradise Volume 1 and Aftermath tells the story of the ill-fated development of an ambitious but addictive digital game world project led by inventor and psychologist Dr. Mark Tyburn. As the advanced software they developed began delivering unexpected and disturbing results, the team fell apart under strange circumstances and the project was abandoned. The game world and superintelligent intelligence within were discarded, left dormant, and undiscovered until now. Random up! Nice, dude. Pet the RNG or get that heart, dude. Nice one, Pinky. Getting that copium in. Near future sci-fi feels like it would be a perfect next step for a new game from a dev with Hauser's pedigree, and the notion of a mysterious forgotten game world at the heart of it could be an intriguing and extremely meta premise. Personally, I'm hoping it turns out to be something like Sword Art Online without all the anime hang-ups. Well, we'll see what comes of this, dude. Fairly early here, nothing official, but we'll see what comes, man. That's the news, my dudes. Time to go do some Hades 2 runs, man. Thanks for the awesome news segment. And Tinwin, thanks for the help on the articles. Everybody for being here and being a part of it. As always, I appreciate it very much. And we'll go play some games, man, for a little bit anyways. I am struggling, dude. We'll probably only go till like lunchtime today. Well, I'll make it a little bit of a not quite as long of a normal stream as we do. Normally it'd be about 8-9 hours. I'm probably going to cut it a little bit short today so I can try to rest up. We've got a sickness running around the house. I need to make sure that I'm not running myself too ragged after staying up most of the night last night watching hockey. I know, unacceptable, but I'm sorry. It's my team, dude, and I had to stay up and watch them knock out the Avalanche, so I apologize. But we'll go play games. If anybody's hanging out today and you're not familiar with what we do around here, this is the way we start all of our streams off, with video gaming news. So if you're lurking or if you're watching this as a VOD and you're not quite familiar with what we usually do in the community, this is the way we start it off. Always trying to promote a healthier industry for ourselves as gaming enthusiasts and consumers of these products. We always start off just trying to stay current with what's happening in the industry and promote a healthier place for all of us as video lovers of video games, you know. We have an awesome community here, amazing people, always cultivating a welcoming experience, having a great time, enjoying the world of video games, whether it be the news or the gameplays that we do after we finish the news, all of that stuff. It's all about having a good time, spreading good vibes, creating an environment where people can feel safe and welcome and just enjoy this experience on the constant, you know, being civil about things, being void of negativity, toxicity, that kind of thing. And if you can dig that, can be a part of it. We have an amazing community. We're always looking to grow it in the right way. And I don't know. I guess that's the jam, man. So if you can dig it, come be a part of it. Other than that, stay healthy, stay safe, be kind. I'm going to run us our outro real quick, kind of sum up the news segment. But as soon as it's over, I will be right back up here. And we will start playing getting prepared for playing Hades 2, okay? You guys rock. I'll be right back.